we don't allow children to cut off their legs and call themselves pirates. And so I don't know if children should have unfettered access to all kinds of materials without their families knowing what is going on.
I get on my when I get on a roll, I've made the statement many times. These are emotionally unstable, wicked people who are sitting in positions of power and authority over our kids, and they're influencing them to their what I would call a sick agenda. And I believe that with all my heart. That is not rhetoric. I believe that is exactly what's happening. And it's more than just the students, as you know. Your group is parents defending education. And while you certainly talk a lot about students and curricula, you're about parental rights. And you mentioned in your testimony that the goal seems here that schools keep families and parents at arm's length and consider them as adversaries in this whole thing.
Yeah, and it's frightening. We have identified at this point over 1,000 districts across the country that have parental exclusion policies on the books, where districts have explicitly said parents don't have a right to know what their child's gender is at school. I mean, let's take a step back. Everyone else at that school knows what that child's gender is: the teachers, the other students, the guidance counselors, the janitor. But the only person in those kids' lives who don't know this information are the parents. I find that appalling. And same thing, I mean, let's think about this book issue. Our children are all very different. I have a daughter who's very, very sensitive. I have a son who's a little bit more callous, and they could both read the same book and have very different takeaways. We as parents know our children's individual needs and quirks and sensitivities. And so for to say families shouldn't be involved in any of these book issues, just even to talk through, how did you think about that? How did that make you feel? Is so disrespectful. And for that to be done to us with our tax dollars behind our back is really a slap in the face.